I have been sometimes disappointed wherein I do see elements of anti-Semitic thought within. I'm not saying this person because we don't know this person. You know, it's 200 people watching or so, and it's on the internet, so I don't know who's who on here. But that leads me to talk about. I have seen sometimes elements of anti-Semitism in some Christians, and it's always disturbing. Now, that being said, from what I've seen, this is just strictly anecdotal now, David. You know, but from what I've seen, the people who tend to be the biggest supporters of Israel and the biggest allies of Jewish people in America and all over the world usually are evangelical Christians. You know, whether it's pray for the peace of Israel, or the list goes on and on. But that's what I've anecdotally seen. But so it's always disturbing when I do meet someone who identifies as a Christian and yet harbors these feelings and sentiments and thinks it's perfectly okay. And there is, unfortunately, a precedent for that. You know, Michael Brown wrote the book, Our Hands Were Stained in Blood, about so-called Christian anti-Semitism. And, there's some disturbing stuff in there. Now, it gets tricky because sometimes people identify stuff as anti-Semitism that's not, and it can be just weaponized. Like with anything, people can play those cards. For example, sometimes people will make certain theological positions, such as if you hold to a new covenant theology or progressive covenantalism. I'm not going to get too deep into it, kind of technical stuff, but equating that with anti-Semitism or something like that, I don't think that's fair. But I do think there's such a thing as anti-Semitism, and we've seen it and heard it, and it should definitely be rooted way out of anything remotely Christian. But there's a lot going on, and the Christian church has just we're supposed to take the lead and show the example of what it looks like to truly be in a new body where there's equality at the foot of the cross. And that's what Galatians 3:28 is all about. There's neither slave nor free. And then you go down the list, male or female, Jew nor Greek, for we're all one in Christ. And then the very next verse says that, hey, man, if you're in Christ, you're of Abraham's seed. And that's really what we're supposed to be, that's what the church is supposed to be and who we're supposed to be. And we got to light the way. We got to share. We got to show what it's supposed to look like. We don't always do that. We haven't always historically done that, but I believe that we can. And I believe that a lot of Christians ultimately do, because anti-Semitism is real in this world. And I don't think it's going to be going away anytime soon, unfortunately.
No, I don't either. In fact, I see it very, very frequently online in people's comments and so on.